two options.
So many are suffering, young and old, men and women. So many familiar faces, so many I called my friends. Who can save them now? It doesn't have to be this way. Lord, send me, please.
Nah, man, Sevin right here, bro. We out here in Sacramento. We on the east side right now. And I just want to give y'all a little get down, you know, of how I'm living. Because there's a whole lot of misconceptions, you know what I'm saying? A lot of cats out here think because I've been doing this for like 8 years that I'm balling and all these different things, you feel what I'm saying? But the ministry's a grind, you know what I'm saying? And it's a cold one at that, because we don't really get a lot of support, you feel me, from either side. And it's really, it checks your heart, man. It checks, you know what I'm saying, like, what are you really in this for? You feel me? I mean, it's easy to go out there and talk about it, but there's sacrifices that you have to make to do this sometimes, you know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, man, it's just about what are you willing to do to bring the gospel to people that can't normally hear it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to just walk y'all through my situation. Come on, I-Night, bring them. Hold on. Who's this? Goes down now. Don't need the address. Ain't nobody trying to come steal my couch.
It's all good.
Or my DVD player. You know. But
This how I'm living.
yeah, show 'em.
This is how I'm living.
Like, welcome to Cribs. You feel me?
It's my crib.
You know?
You got a small fridge.
Alright, hold on. Yeah, this is the fridge right here for beverages and refreshments for the kicking session, which is pretty much 24 hours a day around here. This is the hog pen, you know. This is dinner, some ribs. My boy Rowdy right there, the drummer. Y'all see him earlier. You know, he hooked it up for us. It's my ace dude right here, 51.
Oh, my bad.
You heard on such classics as Love the Way It Feels to Be a Mob stuff. You know what I'm saying? But got the good word. You feel me? I'm over here in 1 Corinthians. There's some deep stuff going on in here. We'll get on that later. But hey, real talk, man. This is where I'm at. This is where I live. This is my dwelling. This is my bed. My couch, my futon, you know, big screen TV right there.
Surround sound on the bottom.
Damn.
Got the Phantom next to it.
Yeah, that's the Tantum. Yeah, they even came out with
The
that.
Tantum, no.
Yeah, the Tantum right there. We got the iMac computer sitting up there.
Yeah, you know, that's the one we do our music
Sideways,
on.
too.
Yeah,
That's the high def screen. You know what I'm saying? But make sure you don't. Serious tip, like run down my career. You feel me? I came in the game when I was like 17. You feel me? I got saved, gave my life to the Lord after some real life situations, you know what I'm saying, that led me to the Father. And I had a gift of rap, you feel me, and my homeboys, the Cannoli brothers, scooped me up, signed me, you know, fresh out of high school, graduated at 17, and they put me on, you know what I'm saying, into the little gospel rap thing. And I moved to Florida, you feel me, trying to get out of all this nonsense that was going on around me at the time. And I went out there, you know, got a chance to tour with a lot of big people, you feel me, like Kirk Franklin, Gospel Gangsters, Mary, you feel me, did a couple shows with Alvin Slaughter, DC Talk and all them, and being young and dumb, made a couple, made some bad financial decisions, made some bad contractual decisions, you know what I'm saying, the whole camp really did, and I ended up getting off the label, you feel me, and came back to California. I just couldn't really, I was like a fish out of water, you know what I'm saying, in my environment, so I wanted to come back to where I felt most comfortable, back in the West Coast, you know what I'm saying, and caught a case, acting a fool, and that's pretty much when it all started like tumbling downhill, you feel me, and that's kind of what I want to talk about, because like I'm in the position that I'm in right now, like I got a lot of talent, you know what I'm saying, and different things like that, and this is what I want to talk to the people about. It's like, you can have all the talent in the world, you know what I'm saying, but until you completely and fully give your life to the Lord, you know what I'm saying, and really submit to His will, you're going to continuously keep bumping your head, and it'll have you in situations like this, you feel me. I'm here right now because of bad decisions that I've made, and I'm not shy about those decisions, you feel what I'm saying. I'm not shy about my mistakes. I'm not ashamed of them, because they, helped develop me into the man that I am right now, you feel me, and I'm slowly but surely getting my way up out of here, you feel me, but it's not easy. It's not something that happens overnight, and it's real easy to like get consumed sometimes by the negativity that's around you. So, I really just want to encourage people, man, to just like, if you know where you're supposed to be, and God's got something for you, like, forsake everything else, man. Forget about everything else, you know what I'm saying? Your homeboys that ain't doing nothing, your neighborhood, the females, you know what I'm saying? Just all the things that the enemy's gonna bring, you know what I'm saying? It's like they say, everything that glitter is not gold, and I had to learn that the hard way, you feel me? Being in relationships with women that was just not the business, you feel me? And trying to hold on to that, and relationships with different so-called friends, you feel what I'm saying, that had me out here trying to sacrifice everything for these dudes when they don't even care about their own life, you know what I'm saying. My love for my neighborhood, and just different loyalties, misplaced loyalties, you feel me. But now I'm really, like, over the course of time, I'm 26 right now. Like I said, I came in when I was 17, so I mean, it's like, it took me 10 years to learn this lesson, you feel me. And I'm so grateful that I'm still breathing, you know what I'm saying. I've been in jail a gang of times, and I mean, a whole lot of stuff that happened. I shouldn't be here right now, you feel me. And I've played with God a whole lot of times, you know what I'm saying. And really, like, man, I was homeless for about 3-4 years, living in cars and gas stations and, park benches and everything, you feel me. Like, I'd say 80% of my albums that I put out were put out while I was living under those conditions, you know what I'm saying. My last, 2-3 records came from right here, you feel what I'm saying. And the music's out there, and it's touching and reaching a whole lot of people, you feel me. But it's like, there's a reason why there's that passion and that fire and that pain in this music, and this is it, you know what I'm saying. Because I'm still out here, I'm still in the gutter, I'm still out here with the best of them, you know what I'm saying. And I'm praying and studying and trying to worship my way up out of this, you feel me. God is good, and I know He's got it for me. And so I just want to encourage all y'all, man, out there, man, please pray for me. Please help me to stay encouraged, and help me to, you know what I'm saying, as much as I encourage y'all and try to help y'all to do y'all thing, man, please do the same thing back for me, you know what I'm saying. I know it's a lot of people that got a lot of bad to say about me, you feel me, and most of what you hearing ain't true. And I mean, the stuff that you hearing, I mean, I say it on wax all the time, you know what I'm saying. Listen to my records, I'm not lying. I don't say this stuff to sound tough and sound cool. Like, these is really things that I'm going through, you feel me. But they're things that I'm going through, they're not things that I'm just swimming in and just accepting, you know what I'm saying. And I know for a fact that God, His grace is sufficient, you know what I'm saying. And I'm gonna make it up out of this, my boys is gonna make it up out of this. Hog Mob, man, we're a camp of overcomers, you know what I'm saying. And I just want y'all, man, to just be better than me, You know what I'm saying? Like, I say this all the time. Don't try to be like me, because I don't even want to be like me. You know what I'm saying? And we gotta be like Christ, dude. You feel me? He's the way, the truth, and the light. I'm just a rapper. I just sing a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Play some music. I mean, that's it. I'm just a vessel that he's used. And I want all of y'all that's out there, maybe y'all in this situation, maybe y'all, you know what I'm saying, ain't got no job. I ain't had a job really in my whole life. You feel what I'm saying? Like, people that can't get jobs, or they feel like they're just in these dead-end situations, and they're living in poverty, and they really in the gutter, and they feel like, you know what I'm saying, man, God can still use you. You feel me? Don't think that you're unworthy, and that don't let these people that's talking all this bad stuff about it, don't let it get to you, man, because I'm right here with you, dude. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. And I mean, I've been blessed to go all over the world. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, affect so many people. You know, I get emails and phone calls all the time. You know, cats that was gonna kill themselves, or you know, go get an abortion, and you know what I'm saying? We chop it up, and God does His thing. You feel me? And I'm just grateful that He's able to use me in the way that He's able to use me. You feel me? And I just want y'all to know, man, that from the bottom of my heart, I'm gonna continue to be one of the, not only the illest, but the realest, because that's the most important thing to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna continue to keep it real. I'm not gonna switch up. I'm not gonna change. If I never get a deal, you know what I'm saying, it doesn't matter to me. You feel me? Like, I'm trying to make sure that we save 1 million souls. I'm not trying to sell 1 million units. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's obsolete. If it happens, God's good. If it doesn't, God's still good. You know what I'm saying? He can change your life. He can help you no matter what situation you're in. You know what I'm saying? Because I've had money, I've had a spot, I've had cars. You know what I'm saying? I've had girls, all of that, man. The fame, the acclaim, I've had it all. You feel what I'm saying? And I wasn't happy. You know, tried to blow my brains out. You know what I'm saying? And then I've been in a situation like this. You know what I'm saying? And I could really sit here and honestly say that I have peace. You know what I'm saying? And all I need to do is just sit down and maybe rearrange some things in my life. And I know that, you know, my financial status will line up. You know what I'm saying? Because the Bible says that if you seek first the kingdom of heaven, all these things, you know what I'm saying, can be added unto you. So no matter what situation I'm in, if I'm in the palace or if I'm down here in the slum, man, I'm going to keep preaching. I'm going to keep speaking. I'm going to keep doing my thing. No matter who says what about me, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep mashing. I'm going to keep grinding. I'm going to keep mobbing. You know what I'm saying? And there's no cut with us. You feel what I'm saying? So, God bless you. Thank you for coming and, you know, spending a little time with me over here in the garage.
Anguish, feeling the same anguish. We lost in the rain, Lord, it ain't just me. It's a dichotomy. They say that I'm a leader, so they follow me. I'm hollow. All my followers, the leaders that I'm swallowing. Jesus, if I'm heated when I'm speaking, please pardon me. I can't relate to those people in hypocrisy. Make haste and please keep me in your property. The snakes hate, they can't keep up with a prodigy. Seriously committing sodomy and bottom feet, plotting to slaughter me. All they gon' do is slaughter me, man. They actors can't even do stunts, those punks. Ain't no fruit punch in my arteries, harder than sweet. This a new era, this is not a repeat. You can fill a few barracks with the water I weep. It's a marriage when God and me till they lay every part of me deep. Thankful for compassion, I feel it, it's been with me. Up to bat if it's cracking, I'm stealing like Ken Griffey. Mama, I'm trying to be a refund dollar, so it's only right that I sell 1 million in 10 cities. Let's be remembered for the good we've done. Life is more than the cheddar in the hood we from. Cause his love was measured on the wood he hung. Day to day I see pleasure like a good rerun. It's time to praise him like it should be done. You might not change the world, but you could change one. He said I don't know without you what I would become. Once again these deaf people understood me none.
So the first question I'm gonna throw at you is, I see I noticed you wear a lot of red and you know what I'm saying, in different ways or whatever. Are you still banging? Are you still part of the Bloods?
No, I'm not a gang banger at all by any means. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm part of the Bloods. I mean, I'm affiliated with my neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Oak Park, California. You know what I'm saying? I love my neighborhood. I love the people in my neighborhood. You feel me? But I have because of where I'm from, I have no enemies, you know what I'm saying? But I don't pit myself against anybody else, you know what I'm saying? I got nothing but love for the Crips, Power Rules, you know what I'm saying? North side or south side of man. I love God's children, you feel what I'm saying? I don't have any enemies. And I mean, if somebody wakes up in the morning and decides that I'm their enemy, you know what I'm saying, because of where I might have grown up or whatever, then you know that's on them, you feel what I'm saying? I mean, I think a lot of us have forgotten where a lot of these things come from, you know what I'm saying? Blood, you know, it stands for Black Leaders of our decade, you feel what I'm saying? And I feel like I am a Black leader of my decade, you feel what I'm saying? Now, I'm totally against the funking and all of that, you know what I'm saying? There's certain things about the gang culture that I do like in terms of like the unity and brothers being able to come together and move as a unit for a common goal or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? I think that it's unfortunate that because of the environment that we lived in and because of certain things that certain select individuals have done, that's created just, you know what I'm saying, this basic war that's forever going on, you know what I'm saying, this family feud that's cracking off, you dig? But nah, homie, I'm not a gang banger, you know what I'm saying, at all.
Okay.
Me, you know what I'm saying?
Now, some of the terminology you use in your songs, you know, and the swoop or whatever, I can't even do it, you know what I'm saying, and some of the terminology as far as like what Blood's use or whatever, how would you address, like, if somebody was to call you on that and say, you know, then why are you using that terminology if you're not, you know what I'm saying, a part?
Because I'm acknowledging, you know, I'm acknowledging basically, I mean, my heritage, you feel what I'm saying? That's where I'm from, you know what I'm saying? And that's how I grew up. This is how I talk, you know what I'm saying? And it's not like, me doing that is not an unrighteous thing, you know what I'm saying? It's like certain people, I'm yet to get into a situation, you know what I'm saying, behind that. You feel me? I mean, I get love from the blue rags, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not here for that. You know, I'm not in my music talking about, you know what I'm saying, F you and nigga, you from here and there, nigga, so, you know what I'm saying, less funk, less war. I mean, cats understand where I'm coming from, you know what I'm saying? I'm a dude who grew up under a certain flag, you know what I'm saying? Put down that flag in order to represent the real blood, the blood of Jesus Christ, you feel what I'm saying? And but I'm not gonna turn around and act like that's not something that I've been through. I mean, just like anything else, you feel what I'm saying? I mean, it's part of my testimony. It's not something that I'm ashamed of. And I think that it's important for those of us who have come out that lifestyle to, you know what I'm saying, like, let it be known. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, you can be you know what I'm saying, without the hate. You know what I'm saying? You can be you without the envy, and you can be you without the violence, and you can be where you're from, homie. It don't have to have nothing to do with that. You don't have to do these things, you know what I'm saying? A lot of cats do it out of fear or, you know, certain voids that they have in their life, homie, but God feels all that, you feel what I'm saying? So, I mean, I'm just doing me, you know what I'm saying? And if I'm offending anybody out there, man, hey, I apologize, but, you know, if I was from where you was from, homie, I'd be what you are. And if you was from my side, homie, you be me. So that's just the way that it goes, man. Respect it.
Okay, the next, and since you even mentioned it, the N-word, you know what I'm saying? I know that's been controversial, you know what I'm saying? I know you've spoke on this before or whatever. So, you know, how would you address somebody that's saying that, you know, especially what you do in gospel or Christian rap, or do you even call yourself a Christian rapper?
Not at all. Not at all. That's something that I don't agree with that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm a rap artist. No different than anybody else, you feel what I'm saying? I think people put these categories on it. You know, I'm a Christian man, you feel what I'm saying? That has an art in rap music, you feel what I'm saying? Not every song I do is about Jesus. Not every song that I do is about the hood. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm an artist. I express myself through the art of rap music. You feel what I'm saying? So, I mean, I'm just not feeling this whole, like, oh, we're gospel and you're secular and this is this and this is that and all that. I mean, that's like, man, be alike. You feel what I'm saying? There's a whole lot of cats in this gospel industry that have no business being here. You know what I'm saying? There's cats in the secular industry, quote unquote, you feel me, that serve God. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's kind of like all these labels. I mean, who's policing it? You feel what I'm saying? Like, what if you're gonna have something right here, then there's gotta be something that says, okay, this is it and this ain't. You know what I'm saying? And there ain't none of that really going on. So you feel me? I think all it does is just alienate us from this group over here that's really, you know what I'm saying, on a whole nother level, sound wise, artistry wise, you know what I'm saying, budget wise, and all that, you feel me? And I think that we need to kind of just, I mean, I love cats that's doing their thing, you feel me? I don't necessarily agree with like the messages that they kick all the time and stuff like that, but you know what I'm saying, they blind, you know what I mean? My job ain't to sit over here and say, well, I'm this and you're that and we can't do whatever, you feel me? It's like, man, I want to love them where they at, you feel me? And let them experience the love of Christ. And yeah, I do say nigga, you know what I'm saying, in my music. And I mean, you know, me personally, homie, I'm a Pac baby, you feel what I'm saying? And to me, homie, that never ignorant, getting goals accomplished is a real thing to me, you feel what I'm saying? And people always say, well, yeah, you'll say that, but then if a white dude say that you trip, not necessarily, you feel what I'm saying? I mean, it's everything is about your heart and your intention behind it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you saying it because you're trying to perpetrate something, or you saying it don't need to be sassy about something, or because you're trying to be racial about something, then yeah, that's always gonna be a problem. I mean, no matter what you say, you know what I'm saying? But that's in your heart to do that. You feel me? But I mean, if we kicking it and you from the same struggle as I'm from, you from the same culture as me, and we grew up under that, and you know we understand each other, then I mean it's not a problem, man. You feel me? I mean, that's just me. I mean, if it's wrong, I'm kind of like, you know what I'm saying, Lord, if it's wrong, then convict me of it. You know what I'm saying? I hold back a whole lot of things that I could say, you feel me, based on personal convictions that I have. So I know that I do, you know, I have a connection with the Father in terms of, you know what I'm saying, I get convicted of things. That's not something that I'm convicted of in my music, you know what I'm saying? And I know it hinders me from a lot of different things, you know what I'm saying? But that's something, you know, that I'm willing to accept, you know what I'm saying? I don't sit around and blame people like, oh, you shouldn't feel the way you feel, because I feel the way I feel, you feel the way you feel, and it's just, you know, we agree to disagree, but we can still minister, you feel what I'm saying? And that's what it boils down to, you know. Is that word stopping what I'm saying from being effective ministry-wise? Absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? Because cats out here know what I'm talking about, and this is who I make music for. You know what I'm saying? And this is how we communicate with each other. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that being that, shit, I'm just staying.
But we overly cautious. Hit my knee and go toward these altars. You can tell he's a soldier, even strolling he marches. Got an army of hog mob warriors and archers. Born in the storm where we pouring they starve us. So every part of my heart grew as cold as the Arctics. From the era where my state's death toll was its largest, and I'm still losing them to the tomb in multiple charges. He didn't know that the cats he's serving had been plotting on his stack since he last observed them. You could almost hear the casket urge him, relax. Then they swerve through the trap in that black Suburban. This when the normal day becomes the active version. HKs lift your face like a plastic surgeon. He didn't get to let his plastic serve him. It's too late for that. No headstone, dog. We ain't got the cake for that. No high price coffin with the brass on the crown. It's just a plot with fresh grass and a plaque on the ground. The angel of death's here. He came for his reckoning. I prayed to my Savior from the manger in Bethlehem. Cause they betrayed him on the creep and tied him, but he still turned his cheek when they beat and tried him. His nigga said, Jesus, if it's beef, we ride him. And his closest homie Pete denied him. You ain't read about him? He even seen the faces of the peeps that he healed in the street, and the people crowding, cause now the Greeks and the Hebrews doubted. Desired him to die, they hung him high and put them thieves beside him. He still kept the peace inside him, lifted his head to the sky and said, they dead, Lord, please revive. Let's go.
All right, my next question is, there's this rumor, you know, about you sleeping around or fornicating with different women and maybe having different babies, this and that or whatever. Can you just touch on that? Because I know you get addressed by a lot of women at shows and groupies or whatever, you know what I mean? So,
actually, man, I want to speak on that. It's not as bad as people would really make it seem. It's not like, man, I go and do these shows, man, and females is throwing their panties on stage and stuff like that. I mean, you come to the show, man, and it's really like what's being said there is so real. You feel me? it's kind of like, I mean, the same way that when I go and do these shows, man, it ain't a bunch of, you know, people acting a fool at the shows either. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like we show up, and these don't even be, you know, church shows. I mean, we in the clubs and all that, you know what I'm saying? Block parties, whatever. But it's like, I mean, it's amazing, homie, how God moves. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you could show up somewhere and you just feel the tension. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got Bloods on one side, Crips on the other side. I mean, you know what I'm saying? There's pimps in there, you know, whatever. You dig? And I mean, by the end of the night, homie, it's like everybody come together, homie. And, you know, I mean, you got people sometimes crying, you feel me? Just ready to do whatever, give their life to the Lord, you know what I'm saying? Or even just have another way of thought, you know what I'm saying? And that seed is planted. But, I mean, I have had a tremendous problem with lust in the last, you know, I'd say the last 5-6 years. You know what I'm saying? I was a virgin until I was 21 years old. You know what I'm saying? I went through some issues as a kid, and you know, some things happened to where I wasn't really on that tip, didn't like to be touched or whatever, you feel what I'm saying? And it took me a long time to get to that, you know, level to actually go all the way with it, you know what I'm saying? And it was like after I did, I mean, hey man, wait. For all y'all out there, you know what I'm saying, like, that got their virginity still, man, wait, homie, please wait, it's not worth it. You know, there's, of all the things that I've ever done in my life, you know what I'm saying, if I could take them back, that would be it. You know what I'm saying? Giving up that part. You feel what I'm saying? Because you feel it leave you. I mean, you can feel it's almost like almost like a portion of your anointing. You know what I'm saying? That just goes with it, bro. And it hurts, you know what I'm saying? And then you get to this, you feel the condemnation, and then you know, you're ashamed to go seek the Father, and it's hard because people make, you know, nowadays, man, it's so judgmental, you know what I'm saying? It's so hard to talk to people anymore. Nobody's really operating in love. I won't say nobody, but you know, it's hard to find that nowadays, man. So it's like you just slowly go down this rabbit hole, and then you just wake up one day and you're like, man, how did I get here? You feel me? And you know, I've done that many times. You feel what I'm saying? I'm doing really good, you know what I'm saying, lately, man, and you know, dying to my flesh, man. But this is, you know, like, this is where it starts. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it starts with the word, man, and praying. And I mean, these are addictions. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the addiction to sex is no different than addiction to crack cocaine. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, it's chemical highs, chemical rushes, you know what I'm saying, that your body gets, and it wants it again over and over and over. And that's not an excuse, you know what I'm saying? But until you look at it from that perspective, you know what I'm saying? I mean, in order, you got to gain some type of understanding of something if you want to get over it. You feel me? And so it's like, these are things that you have to wean yourself off of. And for some people, I mean, you know, they pray and they're delivered immediately. Some people, man, you know, you might have to pray 400 times. God gonna have to see, you know, how serious are you really about this? You feel what I'm saying? And me, I would have these moments to where it's like I'd go strong and then I'd fall, and then I'd be like, well, whatever, I feel, so who cares? You know what I'm saying? But lately, man, I'm just really starting to realize, homie, if I want to elevate, if I really want the things that God has for me, you know what I'm saying? If I want to touch who He needs me to touch and go to these places, you feel me? There's things in my life that I'm gonna have to die to. You feel me? And so I'm really taking the necessary steps right now to you know, to make those tough changes. You feel me? So I mean, was it the truth at one point? Yeah. You feel me? No. I mean, hey, yeah, it was. You know what I'm saying? Is it the truth right now? No. You know what I'm saying? I win a whole lot more battles than I lose.
We actually grinding, I'm shining, you see the promo. Touch me, I'm reacting aggressively, even solo. Bring it to the block where it's hot, I need a popo. Ammo in my cannon, but granted, I keep it low though. Spirit wrestling, rebuking the flesh again, the devil's influence lessening. Pressing until it's no more. Executing the revolution, say it's time to go, bro. Just wait till the line. You grinding and you also. I see the blacks with the Mexicans spreading it in a bubble. Don't remind me of my history. You're the freak of the trouble. I get it with the sushi, become a football. It's the mission field that I'm seeing when you like.
All right, let me ask you this. If you could have anything in this world right now, what would it be?
It would be wisdom, stability, a wife, and a child. Wisdom, stability, a wife, and a child. I'm not as into blowing up as your average dude that's in this game. It's really not that important to me. I would love to do it only because it would put me on the platform to speak life into so many more people's situations. You know what I'm saying? But it's not something that I wake up and pray for. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's like everybody wants money. You know what I'm saying? Get money, get money, get money. That's the whole thing, get money. You feel me? But nobody's, what's the plan? Like, what are you going to do when you get it? You feel what I'm saying? Everybody wants success, but what you going to do when you have it? Do you even have a character that's built for success? You know what I'm saying? That's going to be able to withstand all the things that are going to come once you're successful. You feel what I'm saying? And to me, you know what I'm saying, I'm more interested in being successful in the eyes of God than I am in the eyes of man. You feel me? So it's like, I mean, I want to be a good husband. I want to be a good father. And that don't got nothing to do with being a good rapper. You feel me? And I'm going to make sure that my character lines up in such a way that I can achieve those things. You know what I'm saying? And if by some happenstance I do make it, you feel what I'm saying? And I am just out there and, you know, I sell 1 million records, it won't be at the cost of my family. You know what I'm saying? It won't put me in a situation where I put that before this. I put that before God. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man, I'm trying to stay grounded. You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen, man, this game destroys people. You feel me? Success, man, money will destroy you. You feel me? Tear you apart. You feel me? So, I mean, and that's another thing, man. I just want to tell everybody, man, like be careful of what you requesting in life. Be careful of what you ask for. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's got to be more than just get money. It's got to be more than just women and you know what I'm saying? Like, it's easy to think like that when you come from nothing. You feel me? And that's why I want people to see, like, I'm not ashamed of this, you dig? Like, I'm here, you feel me? Like, nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not here on that money hype. You feel what I'm saying? Because so what, man? I've had it and lost it. You know what I'm saying? Because my character at the time that I had it wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have a mind. I didn't have a good business mind state. You feel me? I wasn't paying my tithes, man. I wasn't, you know what I'm saying, putting myself into a position to be able to reap what I sow. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm trying to get a hold of these basic principles. You know what I'm saying? And that's why wisdom is at the top of my list. You feel me? Because if I have wisdom, I can get anything. You know what I'm saying? If I have wisdom and knowledge, you know what I'm saying, I can achieve anything. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, I mean, with the wisdom will come the stability, because when I'm wise enough to know where the holes are and, you know what I'm saying, where these things are that I'm lacking and what I need to, you know what I'm saying, to bring some stability to my life. And I'm wise enough to know how to keep it once I get it and how to sustain myself to bring stability. And now that I have stability, now I'm in a position to, you know what I'm saying, provide for the woman that God has given me. You feel what I'm saying? And then when I meet her and we come into that covenant binding, you feel me, then I'm in a position where when we do have our child, you feel me, I will be able to provide for that child, and not just with money, but I'm talking about raise my child to be a mighty, mighty man of God or a woman of God. You feel what I'm saying? And in turn do it for the next generation and, you know, all the way down.
So do you have any children? Are there any little sevens running around?
Nah, none.
Okay.
You know, I was in a, you know, and it kind of hurts, man, when people say that, because, you know, cats don't know, man, I lost my baby. You feel what I'm saying? And like I said, I mean, I'm one of these dudes that want to be a father. you know, and I'm a good father, you know what I'm saying? And I lost mine, so all these people running around saying stuff like that, it's not even cool, you know, because they don't understand the pain that comes with that, you feel me? And then I had a child that I thought was mine and took care of it, you dig? And it turned out to not even be, you know what I'm saying, mine. So it's like people say these things just to pop shots at me and all that, and have no idea, you feel me? Like, this ain't no game with me, you know what I'm saying? I'm not out here playing house, you feel me? It's real deal. So I want to give my shouts out real quick, man. Hog Mob, Hooked on God Ministry over Business, you know what I'm saying? MySpace.com/Hog Mob, or hogmobmusic.com. That's MUZIK. You feel me? I want to give a shout out to, you know, my mom and pops, really, you know what I'm saying, for one, man, because without them, dude, I mean, I think all the just nonsense I was involved in and craziness with them, I can't imagine without them, you know. And I grew up with a whole lot of homies that didn't have that, you feel me? And I see how that affects them, you know what I'm saying? And man, too, man, raise your kids, dude. You know what I'm saying? And that's a lot of dudes, see, nowadays, man, they don't get the credit they deserve, because a lot of men nowadays are trying to raise their children, you feel me? So to the women, man, please don't be using these kids like chess pieces. You feel what I'm saying? Getting all vindictive and trying to keep dudes from being around their kids because they don't want to be with you no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, suck it up, man. It's part of the game. You know what I'm saying? But be mature enough to, y'all two, make that work. You know what I'm saying? If not the relationship in terms of, you know, the intimacy portion of it. But, man, be cordial with each other. Be cool, man, because these kids are suffering and they hurting, man, and we losing them out here. And it's just not right. You know what I'm saying? And it hurts me, a person that wants one and that was taken from me. You feel what I'm saying? It's kind of like I see people that take their kids for granted, dog, and it's just not the business at all. You feel me? So I want to say that, and just, you know, my limelight dudes, man, man, I just go all the way down the line, man. Just, man, from LA to Australia, you know, Sacramento to Seattle, man. You feel me? Keep loving God, man. And if you don't know Him, get to know Him. You know, because I don't care where you at, what you've been through, man. It'll help you. It will really help you, no matter what situation you're in. You know what I'm saying? Being a Christian might not get you rich. You know what I'm saying? But it will bring you wealth. You know what I'm saying? True wealth. You feel me? Having something that's worth having. You feel what I'm saying? So, I just want to say that, man, and all my dudes out in Canada holding it down. My boy Bishop out there in Indianapolis. My dude AWOL, you feel me, in Atlanta. My boy Lynx, you know what I'm saying? Gotti, Miami, Florida, Daytona, Orlando, you know what I'm saying? KB, what's up, dudes? You know what I'm saying? The Cannoli Brothers, man, I appreciate y'all sewing into me, man. You know what I'm saying? And for y'all that don't know, man, it was actually Sam Cannoli that led me to the Lord, man. So, you know, support his ministry. You know what I'm saying? Next Generation Ministry, man. And it's the reason why I'm doing this now. So, you know, I mean, I can go on. I know it's a gang of cats I ain't mentioned, man, but y'all know I love you. You know what I'm saying? It's real. Hit me on the phone, cuss me out. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But hey, mob up, man. We here. We're not going unknown. Minister R&B. Please check out Don't Be Pimp. Don't hold it against me, brother. I got a lot of things on my mind right now. But Don't Be Pimp, man. Incredible ministry. My boy Q Him the Redeem. Incredible. You know what I'm saying? Ministry, Redemption World, all them. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all make sure you just, you know, keep watching the footage of the band. You know what I'm saying? My boy Rowdy is nasty on the drums. You feel what I'm saying? And he's also the neighbor, and we be queuing it out here. So.